So Kimberly Guilfoyle, if you didn't know, was part of the Fox 5, if I remember, back in 2017. She said that she left voluntarily from Fox News back in that time to join Donald Trump's campaign and to, I would assume, fuck Donald Trump Jr. several times over that amount of time. And there were rumors that she didn't leave on her own, but she was rather kicked out for various reasons that were unbeknownst to us until literally days ago. I didn't cover this story. I wasn't actually planning on covering the story, but I was thinking about it and how gross it actually is after I read the entire article. And I want to share it with you all because actually you think it's gross and then you keep reading, it gets even more gross. So she's working with the Donald Trump campaign to re-elect Donald Trump. Horrid thing to do, I know. But apparently just trying to get Donald Trump elected isn't the most disgusting thing that she's done in her life. Okay, read this article with me and we can take a small trip down into the world of Kimberly Guilfoyle and her very much abused aide that she had back in 2017. Take a listen. The woman was hired in 2015, just out of college, to work as an assistant for Guilfoyle and another former Fox host, Eric Bolling. According to a dozen well-informed sources familiar with her complaints, the assistant alleged that Guilfoyle, her direct supervisor, subjected her frequently to degrading, abusive, and sexually inappropriate behavior. Among other things, she said that she was frequently required to work at Guilfoyle's New York apartment, which is really weird how you have to work at your boss's actual home. While the Fox host displayed herself naked, okay, well, all right, we're okay, and was shown photographs of the genitalia of men whom Guilfoyle had sexual relations. Okay. The draft complaint also alleges that Guilfoyle spoke incessantly and luridly about her sex life, and on one occasion demanded a massage of her bare thighs. Other times, she said Guilfoyle told her to submit to a Fox employee's demands for sexual favors, encouraging her to sleep with powerful men. Remember who's her boyfriend is right now. And asked her to critique her naked body, demanding that she share a room with her on business trips, and requires her to sleep over at her apartment, and exposes herself to her, making her feel deeply uncomfortable. That's yikes. So that's like that's the meat of like what Guilfoyle allegedly did to this person. Also, it goes on to say that Guilfoyle and Bolling then when Fox came under fire, when the fumigators come, where the bug zappers came to fumigate the place, because there were many complaints about Fox hosts and people in upper management abusing their assisting staff. So people who like HR basically came down like manna from heaven to try to save some of these poor assistants from the abuse that Fox hosts were like levying at them. And Guilfoyle was like, listen, I know we've had a rough past, but I'll give you $1 million if you don't say anything. Okay, just don't say anything. And then the assistant was like, no, I'm going to tell them what you did. And she's like, listen. We'll both give you $1 million, and you'll never work in this town again if you keep it up. And so the woman who was subjected to these alleged conditions, we don't know anything about her. The New Yorker got a hold of these court filings, of these complaints levied to Fox News about what she experienced, and they decided to withhold her name, probably for the best, honestly. But this is disgusting. Kimberly Guilfoyle works with Donald Trump on the Women for Trump campaign in Pennsylvania, where she basically goes around and talks about how good Donald Trump, the rampant alleged sexual assaulter of possibly a minor, that's in court right now, is so great for women of all ages. And listen, okay, this is the liberal dream. This is the liberal dream, okay? feminism has come to Fox News, and not only men engage in sexual harassment of their assistants now. If you remember, both Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson before, about not even a year ago, a couple of months ago, were accused of, well, Tucker Carlson specifically, accused of getting his, trying to lure his aide into, not an aide, another a reporter into like sleeping with him. Yeah, equal opportunity harassment. Everyone gets sexual harassment here. He tried to lure one of his like other reporters into like sleeping with him over Christmas week, over like the Christmas weekend. He was like, "Hey, my family's gonna be out of the state. You know, you wanna come over and keep me company? Pretty little thing." And she was like, help me. And after that, she Doggo, yeah, he's doing his thing. And after that, curious enough, that woman who did not take up Tucker's advances never showed up on his show again after that. Sean Hannity, I remember specifically what he did. There was like another female assistant. They were all like joking around after Hannity went on a 10-minute screed about how immigrants are destroying our country and making us less white. And they're all like clowning around after that. And Hannity opened up his like fat wallet, threw down 100 big ones, and was like, "Hey, you with the fat ass over there." And the lady who was like writing down things of like things to keep track, she was like, "What?" And he's like, "Hey, fuck him for $100." And that's just what they do there. That's just what they do. Fox News over the years has fostered a crazy culture of sexual assault and harassment. There's a guy, I forget his name. Was it Roger Ailes? It may have been Roger Ailes. I think Roger Ailes was another person who had to leave because of sexual misconduct. And there was another person as well recently who was like heralded within the Fox News community as being some like a great conservative man who donated his kidney to like his sister who had like a kidney disease or something along those lines. And he was like making the rounds and he was going on everywhere, and they were like, "Tell your story about how great you are." He's like, "Okay." And then it came out that he unironically, allegedly, raped someone in the business. And then like a couple months passed by of Fox not caring, and then she threatened to push through like a lawsuit, and they were like, okay, you're gone. And he kicked him out. This is scary. This is really worrying. And you know, you can say about everything that you want, right? Fox News is one of the biggest people out there pushing that the liberals are out there abusing their staff. Look at freaking Epstein. Look at this picture of him standing with Hillary Clinton or whatever, like some dumb shit like that, right? This goes not for this. The thing is, sexual harassment. It's an amazing thing. It sprawls all through party lines and allows everyone to be equally abused, no matter what no matter what political prescriptions you may have. But when it comes to the right, they have a very long history of not caring about what women think, and because of that, they can kind of be used as props and tools, and seen as just like objects to use. And that's no more exemplified by how people in Fox News have treated a lot of their female assistants. I feel bad. You know, these are only the stories that we know of. Can you imagine like all the other ones? Like, can you just think about like what Guilfoyle did to this poor woman, right? Like she's there like trying to write scripts and trying to get together stories for this woman, right? And after she's been forced to sit at her apartment for the last like 5 hours, and Guilfoyle kicks open the door to her bathroom, steam fucking just billowing out of the door like a WWE entrance, and she's like, and she's like, Miss Guilfoyle, please, I just want to go home, please, I finished the script, please just let me go. And she's like, "Rape my tits, bitch." You know, it's just horrible what she puts these people through, you know? And she's allegedly what she puts these people through. Listen, I don't feel like getting sued today. Like doing that. And listen, I know that some people can have close relationships at work. I know for some people at work, you can show like pictures of like dicks to your coworkers, and it's all consensual and it's cool and based and whatever. But when people very very much don't want to see it, you shouldn't show it to them. I don't understand this idea of just forcing these sorts of situations on people. It's more like, and I guess I don't understand it because a lot of it comes from just having a power trip. You do it not because you really like it, because you can just do it. There's someone under you that you can just use however you want. So you do. These sorts of people are the type of, I know Kimberly Guilfoyle is the type to like not feed her fish for 3 weeks and then wonder why it's dead and then get mad about it. Just like abuse her pets, just like she abuses the people in her life. So I don't know. Maybe all of those events that we've seen Trump Jr. crying at, maybe this is moments after Guilfoyle, like, I don't know, tried to make him shove his own dick up his ass or something. I have no clue. But he's not been doing too well. In Guilfoyle, with her history, her alleged history of absolute sexual depravity, may have something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. But all I know is that this is really sad. That another, but not surprising, that another person at Fox News ended up abusing another one of their staff.